Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Bilal Agriculture Wala. Thank you for joining me. Today I am having focused conversation with AI on a deeply important personal growth topic. How to practice self comparison and forgive yourself. This topic matter because being kind to ourselves helps heal emotional pain, reduce stress, and allows personal growth. So let's meet and explore how self comparison and self forgiveness can improve our mental and emotional well being. Let's start with Maya.
Hey,
Assalamu alaikum, Maya. Today our topic is how to practice self comparison and forgive yourself. So let's start. What does self comparison mean in simple words?
ah, alaikum assalam. Self comparison, simply put, is measuring your own qualities, achievements, or circumstances against those of others. It's pretty common, honestly, but often not super helpful. Why do you ask?
Okay, my next question is why is self comparison important for mental health?
Okay, self compassion is huge for mental health. Basically, treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and understanding you'd give to a friend, especially when you're struggling. It combats that inner critic, which can be brutal. It helps with resilience, lowers anxiety and depression. It's a whole vibe of being gentle with yourself. Why do you ask about that specifically?
How does self criticism affect emotional well being?
Ooh, self-criticism is rough. You and it really chips away at emotional well-being. It boosts anxiety, fuels depression, and makes it harder to bounce back from setbacks. It can also tank your self-esteem and leave you feeling pretty stuck, honestly. It's like having a constant negative commentator in your head. Does that resonate?
Uh, what is the difference between self criticism and self comparison?
Okay, good question. Self criticism is how you evaluate yourself harshly, negatively, focusing on flaws. Self comparison is who you're evaluating yourself against, other people. They're related, definitely. You can compare yourself to others and then beat yourself up about it, but you can also be self critical without even comparing. Does that make sense?
What does it mean for to forgive yourself?
Forgiving yourself is tough, isn't it? It's essentially letting go of the resentment, guilt, or shame you hold onto after you've made a mistake or feel like you've fallen short. It doesn't mean what you did was okay, it means you stop punishing yourself for it. It's about acknowledging it, learning from it, and moving forward. It's about extending yourself that same compassion we were just talking about. What makes you ask about forgiveness right now?
Why do people struggle to forgive themselves?
That's a good one. Lots of reasons, honestly. Sometimes it's a feeling of deserving punishment, a really strong inner critic, or the belief that forgiving yourself minimizes the harm you caused. Also, we live in a culture that often emphasizes accountability without enough room for grace. Whoops, sorry about that. My brain glitched for a sec. It happens. Anyway, as I was saying, emphasize accountability. Glad it didn't throw us too far off track. So, where were we? We were talking about why people struggle to forgive themselves, accountability being a big piece of it. Anything else on your mind related to that specifically?
What are the practical way to practice self-compassion daily?
Okay, good question. There are a few, like you talk to a friend is huge. That inner kindness. Mindfulness can help too. Just noticing your thoughts and feelings without judgment.
Um,
It really is. I'm glad you're having a good day. Is there anything specific about it that's making it great?
how can someone start the process of self-forgiveness?
Starting self forgiveness can be tricky, but it's doable. First, acknowledge what happened without what's really working. Are you talking about the self compassion practices?
How should a person handle past mistakes without self-blame?
Okay, but let's unpack that. Handling past mistakes without searching lane? I'm not quite following that last part, but I get the gist. You mean without getting stuck ruminating or spiraling. The key is to acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and then actively choose to shift your focus to the present. It's about like no problem at all.
Why are mistakes important for learning and growth?
Oh, that's sweet. And a really good question. Mistakes are seriously vital for learning and growth. They're basically feedback, signals telling you what doesn't work. They force you to analyze what happened, try different approaches, and ultimately understand things more deeply. They build resilience too, you know? It's easy to learn when things go right, but the real growth happens.
How does self-comparison help heal emotional wounds?
Okay, just to clarify, are you asking how self compassion, not self compensation, helps heal emotional problems? There was a little static there. Either way, it's a big deal. Self compassion. You too. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Or are you all set?
Beta, uh, can self-forgiveness reduce stress, guilt, and anxiety, and how?
Okay, that's a lot all at once. Just breaking it down, you're asking how self forgiveness reduces stress, guilt, and electricity. I'm not sure about the electricity part, maybe a connection issue. But regarding stress and guilt, self forgiveness really lowers those because it breaks the cycle of rumination and self punishment. When you let go of the past, it frees up emotional energy to deal with the present and move forward. Does that make sense? You mentioned someone named Ken. Is that relevant to this?
Osama. Osama.
Hey, everything.
Okay, okay. My
That's really kind of you to say. Is there
my
anything on your mind or
my last question. What is your final advice for anyone learning to practice self-comparison and forgive themselves?
okay, final advice? Mm, it's a process, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. Start small, a little self compassion each day. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes. Learning to forgive isn't about excusing yourself, it's about freeing yourself. And remember to be as kind to yourself as you would be to someone you care about. You deserve it. Does that resonate?
Thank you so much for the time. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.